So, hello, good evening, Charles Van Morgan. You can see me in the window glass there. I was going to show you this door handle here, right here. Okay, yeah, because trying to make a point. So let's wait till some people come on in. Come on in. This is Charles Van Morgan, YouTube Live. So I'm running for Knoxville City Council. I'm running for Knoxville City Council to represent you. I wanted you to see the door handle there. I'm going to make a point about what these people do. They use big words and inflammatory, sensational language, and to try to get you concerned. Now, that's a door handle. The newspaper writers, and I'm not going to even mention the name of the article, but it wasn't a local paper here that is highly distributed, but I'm not going to say their name. I don't want to give them credit but they sure did give me credit, because they printed an article when I went live on the Henley Street Bridge just a few days ago. Let me see how many people I got in here. So, okay. Charles Van Morgan, YouTube Live. We are campaigning for City Council. I showed you the doorknob. Let me talk to these people here. Hello, if y'all live in the Fort Sanders area, I'm running for City Council. You can vote, early vote right now. So I used to be a UT student, if y'all are, so God bless you. So they use inflammatory, sensational language to try to talk about foolishness. So here we are on the coming up to the Henley Street Bridge. You can see how bad traffic's backed up, and it's not on a Friday. Look at this. Can't even see that far. Both sides backed up. Can't even see that far, and it's because the Gay Street Bridge is closed down. And so you know, they said that because I was talking about the Gay Street Bridge closed down, and we need to open up roads for vehicles because we don't need to take lanes away for bicycles and have them a separate pass, because there is no bicycles here, and bicycles and cars don't go together, and cars, excuse me, they're more important than bicycles. So yeah, I hope y'all can hear me. Sometimes the YouTube's been messing up, but we're gonna take it off of the Bluetooth. Okay, it's off. But they use sensational language because I was talking about open up roads for vehicular traffic. That's not nothing new. I mean, that's just good old common sense. They said that I was using inflammatory language. Roads for cars. Imagine that. That's really ridiculous. And that's what they do to try to fire people up. But like that doorknob, the door handle that I showed you, you could say that's a dangerous doorknob. That's not a dangerous doorknob. They use language in front of stuff and try to inflame people up. That's not a dangerous handle that I showed you earlier. That's just a door handle. They've been around for years. They help open doors. It's not. You could say that's a dangerous door handle and write that in a paper that I said something about the door handle, that we need door handles, and we do need door handles. But they say my dangerous rhetoric talking about we need door handles to open doors. You know, the Gay Street Bridge, we need it open for cars, and that's dangerous rhetoric. How hilarious. How stupid. That's not dangerous rhetoric. You know, you can use all the inflammatory language you can in front of something that is not inflammatory. It's common damn sense. Roads are for cars. If you don't have cars, the economy goes, excuse my language, goes straight to hell. That's why we have the economy messed up like it is, because food don't get to groceries stores on the back of bicycles. They get there on the back of trucks and in cars. And we need to open up the roads to improve the economy. That'll help the economy. Flowing traffic is what helps the economy. That's not dangerous rhetoric. Let me tell you what's dangerous rhetoric. What's dangerous rhetoric is to try to fool people and use language like that when somebody's just talking about stuff that will help people. It's dangerous rhetoric to deceive people and ruin the economy where people can't eat. Their prices go way up and they can't make a living. They can't get to work because traffic's so backed up. They have to share a lane with bicycles that there's not even any here. Look, do you see any bicycles? I see traffic backed up, but there's a bicycle lane here. And they allege that some poles were tore up, that because I mentioned that roads are for cars, that's dangerous. That's not dangerous. That's hilarious. You know, if that's all you got, wow. Because that just means that I'm striking a nerve. That's why I'm back out here on the Gay Street Bridge, because we need to open traffic up. Right over there is the Gay Street Bridge. You can see that is closed down now. And so yeah, I think somebody's trying to call me. The Gay Street Bridge, right there. And it is closed down. Now that bridge was open up for over 120 years. I believe it was opened in 1898. The administrators in the government had enough money, even during the Depression, to keep that bridge open, 1898. And it needed repair along the way. A bridge don't open up for over 100 on silent mode, the don't disturb mode, the audio don't pick up. So, but that bridge has been open for over 100 years. Numerous administrations in the governor's office too. Let's put blame where it's due, and in the Knoxville mayor's office, the city council. Over 100 years of maintaining a bridge. And they kept it maintained and kept it open. And now all of a sudden, under this administration, in 2024 of June last year, they closed that bridge down, alleging that I'm using dangerous rhetoric to say that they are inept or lying to you. And I don't know which one's worse. A little bit of both. So they had money all along. Now all of a sudden this administration under Tommy Smith, and he's endorsing a candidate that's going to go along with the program, close that bridge down. They got money to fix that bridge. They don't want to fix it because they want you walking while they drive. That's even worse. You know, if we're going to walk too and not use engines to get to work, then that'd still be bad. But to make it even worse, they're using your tax money and they're going to use your roads but close them down for you. That's what the government is coming to. That's not a conspiracy theory. I can show you roads all over Knoxville that have been closed down for vehicular traffic. They plowed up. They don't exist anymore. I can show you lanes of traffic all over Knoxville. There used to be a lane of traffic that is now a bicycle trail. One lane and a bicycle trail. It used to be 4 lanes where they took people's yards by eminent domain for a lane of traffic because traffic was backed up. And then they play the bait and switch, and now it's under this administration, it is a bicycle lane. So they took people's front yards to widen the road for bicycle lanes. They didn't tell you that then. And they might not have been able to get that through a court system. So it's not dangerous rhetoric for me to say please open the damn roads up so that we can boost the economy and get traffic moving, get food to stores. I mean, the inflation is outrageous. People can't afford to live in Knoxville anymore. And they're criticizing me for saying that roads ought to be open. I'll tell you the dangerous rhetoric. Here's the dangerous rhetoric is deceiving people, keeping roads closed down and acting like that's all right, when they were able to keep it open for over 100 years under previous administrations. And this administration wants to lie and drive a car while you walk. That's dangerous rhetoric. I tell you what is dangerous rhetoric. The traffic fatality rate going up 45% in Knoxville, according to the county coroner. That's dangerous rhetoric, to overlook and ignore that and act like we're living in a safe city. That's even dangerous for them. So if you elect me in the city council, I'll be even safe for them, and I will help you and them too. It's even better for them. You know, it's like a glutton. They get so caught up in money and food that they just eat themselves to death. And these people, how you doing? These people are destroying their own selves, and some of them anyway. And it's not dangerous rhetoric. It's dangerous rhetoric to go into office promising that you're going to deal with the homeless problem, like Tommy Smith said. And somebody told me I had big shoes to fill, Tommy Smith. They're little bitty tiny shoes. They're backwards shoes. He hasn't done anything but close down roads, and the homeless problem has increased under him. It's dangerous rhetoric to lie to people and say you're going to fix a problem and don't do it. And he went into office the same way he's trying to get another candidate in office. It's going to keep roads closed down, raise your taxes, drive in cars while you walk. They're getting money from outside influences. And they are, see, there's a bicyclist, but he's even going the wrong way. If you're on a bicycle, you're supposed to drive the same as traffic. So I'm just saying. But, and that's dangerous for pedestrians. You know, I about it gotten hit by a bicyclist. They just don't care. They don't obey any rules. They run red lights. They do whatever they want to do. And the police can't enforce the law because they're not backed up. But it's dangerous rhetoric to allege you're going to do something and then the problem gets worse. And then you endorse another candidate that's got campaign signs as big as houses that's going to do the same damn thing you did, maybe worse. And because the government, the establishment, the people in power now are endorsing them, wanting everybody to go along with the program. Well, the program doesn't work for you. It works for them. It doesn't work for you. We're going to be in a dramatic inflationary period, and people have told me, I'm not just speaking for me, people told me they can't afford to live in Knoxville anymore. It's because the roads are closed down. The economy's going to crash, except for the rich people. It doesn't bother them to pay a few more cents for stuff. It can bother you. And let me just take a second and look at this great University of Tennessee Neyland Stadium. Right there, Neyland Stadium. Great football stadium. And I love the Vols. The SEC's a fine The SEC is a fine conference, one of the best, and hope the Vols do well this year. The other lady running against me, that's an establishment person, hasn't even been in Knoxville very long, and I'll just say this: she didn't even come here for the SEC, for the Vols. Other people on the podcast she was on said they love the Vols, and I love the Vols. You know, I got a degree from that university. Got my orange cap on with a big T. They love the Vols. She doesn't. Love the Vols, love the SEC. And the District 1 covers the area around the stadium. The streets around the stadium, not the stadium around Neyland Stadium. How can you represent a district that you don't get it? Vol Nation, come on now. Do you want somebody that doesn't care whether you get to see and cheer on the Vols because she admitted she don't want to go to a game. Well, that's a privilege to go to the game. I have myself, fortunately, because I did such a great job for the Highway Patrol, a highlight of my life. 2 times with the football team, ran through the T out on the field with thousands and thousands of fans guarding the football team. That was a highlight of my life, and I'm one of the only troopers that ever graduated from that school that did that. They get all these other idiots that aren't even UT graduates, and they get them to guard the coach because they get promoted because they worship the brass instead of providing for public safety. So that's dangerous rhetoric to promote somebody, endorse them, that's going to do the same thing you did about the homeless problem. And also the propaganda they're putting out. They don't do anything, haven't done anything about the homeless problem, but the government from its platform, from its pulpit, all of a sudden during an election, and they're not endorsing me, the people in government power now won all across the board in the last election because they used the government power to promote people who are in government already, to promote the establishment and the power, not to help you. But all of a sudden now they're showing that they have some kind of agreement with CARM, and they're spending money and doing all this stuff to help the homeless. Right now, during an election, when one of their favorite candidates that will back them up is on the ballot. See how they're using government power to say, hey, we are doing something about this, because they know it's a serious problem, and they haven't done anything about it. And after the election's over, you won't hear another word about it, except for from citizens that are pretty upset about it, because I've talked to them. There's people camping out in their backyards and trees and needles all over the place, and they're not doing nothing about it. It's gotten worse. From day one, I will take action, just like I've done in this campaign, not spend a lot of your money. I will take action to solve this homeless problem by a lot of different measures. One of them is knocking on doors of the charity organizations, nonprofits, and faith-based organizations, the charitable organizations that are legitimate, not some of these racist organizations like Black Lives Matter. And the founder in Knoxville is promoting a candidate that has Black Lives Matter out knocking on your doors in Knoxville. And they're not knocking on doors for free. They're wanting more reparations. Reparations are money, tax money that they get for alleged previous wrongs. So they're not knocking on your doors in this heat for free. They're doing it for money. Tax money that's unlimited if you get them in power, and also free money for them. You have to die and pay taxes. You have to die and pay reparations. And they already have reparations voted in the city council, and they're just wanting some more. So they use the government to prop up their chosen. Let's fight this back. Don't believe their lies. Don't believe their dangerous rhetoric that is designed to keep you under control and keep you in power. And I've touched a nerve, because their dangerous rhetoric is designed to destroy the economy and continue to close roads. Roads are made for cars, silly rabbit. They're not made for bicycles. And we need bicycles in Knoxville, but they need to abide by the law, and they need to have their own trails and their own paths, not interfere with vehicular traffic. And that's not dangerous rhetoric to say that. Saying a doorknob is good for opening doors is not dangerous rhetoric. Saying that roads need to be open for cars is not dangerous rhetoric. Can you believe they even said that, trying to pull that off, trying to deceive you like that? I mean, they're trying to get me in trouble for saying roads are for cars. Wow, and this is what they'll do to you if they continue to have your government in the Knoxville City Council. Now, I'm on here today because it is getting about 5 o'clock, and the last day to early vote. How's it going? It's your last day to early vote if you live in South Knoxville, Fort Sanders. So, all right, God bless you, I pray. So go to Meridian Baptist Church before 6 o'clock, or the City County building before 6 o'clock, right down the street, and go early vote. And let's take some of our power and give it to you, and listen to what you want to do, and stop some of their dangerous activity that's dangerous to you and good for them but not good for you. It'd be nice if they followed the same rules that they expect you to live by. And you know, some of the other candidates are, I think, making some deals with some people. They put my sign up, and then they take theirs down, take mine down. And today's the last day of early voting if y'all live in South Knoxville. Thank you. They promise them, I think, you know, special deals and stuff to get their vote. And I don't promise anybody anything specifically to that individual, other than promising them that I will help the public and help voters. I don't promise special deals to people. And a lot of these people get elected because they're getting outside money, promising special deals. That's why they pay in the money. Money ain't free. I mean, it don't grow on a tree. Those campaign signs are big as houses for a reason. It's because they owe favors to those people. And when they get in office, they're going to listen to them, not you. And those people that are paying for those signs, some of them don't even live in Knoxville, according to a news reporter. And I know you can look at the campaign donations, the zip codes. Some of them aren't in Knoxville. A large majority of the high campaign donations are not Knoxville people. And look at this road backed up right here. This is what, there's a bridge over there that could be open that's completely closed. Look at this. There's a bridge over there, so I'm campaigning this month. I learned how to do that. I love you in sign language. And there's a bridge over there that could be open to alleviate some of this traffic, these people trying to get home from work. But the bicycles are so important. Wow, and I don't see any. You see any bicycles? But I see a lot of cars that ought to have more rights to the road than bicycles, just by default. There's more of them. But yeah, they're buying the election. And people that are paying these people money, and these candidates owe them favors. They've made backroom deals to get these signs as big as houses. They don't care if there's no roads open in Knoxville. They don't care about that. They don't even live in Knoxville. They don't have to drive. They don't have to sit in this traffic backed up. They're not even here. They're buying favors. And that's not good for the citizenry. That's not good for the economy. That's not good for the voters in the city of Knoxville. And they're trashing me. Don't believe the lies they're telling you. They're telling you lies because I'm out here and have been out here for 5 years now, running for public office to try to turn this ship around, sell it your way. And it's all lies. Trying to say I'm a convicted felon, a meth dealer from Georgia. That's not true at all. I haven't been in Georgia since I was born, and we lived in Tennessee. We went across the Tennessee state line into Georgia because my mother lived in Chattanooga when I was born, and the closest hospital was the John L. Memorial Hutchinson Hospital in Fort Oglethorpe, Georgia, but I didn't actually live there. I was just born there, and then we went right back across to Tennessee after I was born. And you can't even be on the ballot if you're a heroin dealer, if you're a convicted felon. So, you know, that's just totally ridiculous. And the other stuff they're saying about me is politically motivated. there's politics behind it. People trying to accuse me of stuff for political reasons. And so yeah, I get the thumbs down when they don't want to vote for me. Yeah, I mean, they're not, people are stupid. They're not running over me. They can't even wave. So I'll show them what I think. But I'm not your average candidate. This is real life fighting for people's rights. It's not a joke or a game. And they try to make it one because they're in power. They don't care, and that's all it is about, maintaining their power. And I'm not just talking about stuff off the top of my head. I have a degree, you want to see it, from the University of Tennessee in sociology with an emphasis in criminology. I know what I'm talking about. Look up conflict theory. Groups in power fight to stay in power and try to legitimize themselves even if they're not legitimate. This government is just trying to keep itself in power to force its will on you. I'm here to enforce your will on them. That's what I'm for. I got an education, a law degree, an education from the University of Tennessee they don't have. You know, the governor, former Governor Bill Hasbin, the rich billionaire that everybody worships, that got his money by exploiting people, flipping the financial system on its head. If you have a lot of risk, then it costs you more money. It costs you more in interest to borrow money. So if you loan money that's high risk, then you get a lot of money back for it. You can loan it, but you get a lot back in return. That's the financial system. That's the way it works for us. But he flipped the financial system around. He's got his little convenience stores that employees take the highest risk that you can take, somebody taking your life. He had those convenience stores open all over the state of Tennessee and several states. The most killed on the job, where people murder people on the job, is convenience store clerks. It's not police. It's not taxis. I'm talking about the most murdered on the job is convenience store clerks. So they're taking a high risk. They could get killed on the job. And Bill Haslam's not paying them for that risk. He doesn't even guard them. Bill Haslam's flipped the financial system. They're taking all the risk, the convenience store clerks, for low wages, and he's getting all the benefits. Billions of dollars for exploiting people. That's the truth, Mr. Haslam. He's got his name on the University of Tennessee. And he never went to school there. He bought it. Just like they buy elections. They buy lies. And if you say it enough, people listen to you. They're full of lies. If you want somebody on the city council, and we'll try to get along with them when we're on the city council, now's not the time. I'm just telling you the truth. I'm out for you and your public safety. We're going to campaign here on the bridge just a little bit. You can watch. We got a few followers on here. Need a few more. Go vote right now. The city county building downtown. Today's the last day to early vote. So if you don't early vote, you'll have to, go on August 26th. If you can get there at 6 o'clock tonight, help us out. If you've already voted, call your neighbor, call your friends. And early vote today. I'm down here on the Henley Street Bridge, campaigning to there's people blowing a horn, campaigning to be your next city council member. We'll get a little bit of power to answer to you. I'll be readily accessible, answerable to you. Take steps from the first day in office. There you go. There's a whole band of people. And yeah, what other candidate does this? They're too good for this. This too. They're highfalutin. This too good for them. They got money. They ain't got to do this. If they do this, it'll be somebody else doing it for them. I went to a voter's house the other day, and he said, I already voted for another candidate. I said, well, did they come? He said, I already talked to another candidate. And I said, well, did they come here and talk to you? And he said, no, one of their campaign managers did. So yeah, not the policeman. Ain't going. Oh, that's the chief policeman. Yeah. So we're going to go down there and talk to the police chief if I get in city council, and talk to them about safety of UT students. And he said no. One of their campaign managers came and talked to him, and I'm like, well, okay. I guess I got here too late. But are they going to be answering the Are they going to go to the city council and work for them too? I mean, I'm out here doing this myself. So there you go. So yeah, go vote. Meridian Baptist Church, you can vote right now. So yeah, these people are highfalutin. They're too good to get out here and do this, hold the sign up and ask for love and support from the great Knoxville citizens. But I'm not too good to get my hands dirty and do what needs to be done, and also have an education in sociology, so I know you don't have to go along with the program. If your conduct doesn't hurt anybody else, it's not bad for society, then it's not ungodly. If you'll answer to God for what you do, then do it. You know, they teach you like about getting in an elevator and standing backwards. That, you know, the social pressure to turn around is pretty great, but you know, you can, in some circumstances, you can fight the social pressure. And I'm fighting it right now. We're out here asking for votes. And if I don't get them, and I think I will, go vote right now. It's not my funeral. And I've got the word out, not afraid to say it. The most hated candidate by the government that will respect you when we get in office. And wonder why that is. Because even Tommy Smith, he bragged on the administration saying they're doing a good job. And now he's promoting somebody else that's wanting to get government power, saying they're doing a good job closing down bridges and making the homeless problem worse. And then when they get in office, since they bragged on the establishment, they'll get promoted to higher in the establishment. That's how it works. But how about somebody that answers to you and doesn't care about getting promoted? They care about answering for you and your good. What about that? Would that suit you? Somebody that says, hey, listen, that's not what my voters asked me to do, and I'm not going to do it. The homeless problem is getting worse. It's not getting better. The people that I talk to want the Gay Street Bridge open. The people that I talk to want Chapman Highway made safer. I hope you can hear me. They want Chapman Highway made safer. They want the infrastructure on Cherokee Trail. They want new businesses moving into Chapman Highway and moving into South Knoxville. They want South Knoxville to be stopped using for pet projects. They want progress. They want to move forward with what they want. They don't want the government's will, people in power's will, enforced on them. They claim that it's their government and they want to run it however they want to run it. Because this is America, the land of the free and the home of the brave. It's not Russia where the government tells us what to do and arrests us and kills us. Or is it? I'm just saying. It's the land where we can get out and say stuff about how we're being done wrong. And run for office and change and make things better. It's a government that needs term limits. It's a government that we need to fight these people, not violently, but at the polls. So go to the polls. The round you're firing is not out of a shotgun or a handgun. The round you're firing is go down there with a pencil and mark Charles Van Morgan, and that's a round, trust me. That's a powerful round, more powerful than a bullet. And let's get our government back to serving you. And really, we never had it in the first place. They lied to us so much. Let's go forward and get our government. So here's another voter. Let's see. I'm running for city council if you're in South Knoxville.
Sorry, thank you.
God bless you, I pray. So yeah, if you care about your government, if you care about your roads opened up, if you care about standing up against these people that are forcing their will on you, if you're tired of taking it, then go vote. Go down to the polls today. You got about an hour left, I think, to make it to the city county building. Probably take you 10 minutes. Call other people. Get on your phone. Tell them to vote for Charles Van Morgan. And I'm out here in the heat showing people that I'm not afraid of people in government power. I'm not afraid of people. I love people. And love animals. And God loves people. So we're going to get off here. And I just wanted to point out, as I did in the beginning, that a door handle is not astonishing, or if you talk about a door handle opening up doors, that's not dangerous rhetoric. It's the truth. If you talk about roads being open for cars, that's not dangerous rhetoric. It's the truth. How y'all doing? I'm running for city council if you want to vote.
I'm out of state.
Oh, are you? Okay. God bless you, I pray. So, it's not dangerous rhetoric to say that the Gay Street Bridge needs to be opened up for traffic because roads are made for cars. Stop the madness. Let us get around. You're going to have trouble if you don't let people drive around. You're not going to stay in office long, I don't think. So God bless you all. Last thing I'll say is God loves you, and I do too. Till next time. Charles Van Morgan, go vote.